I want to tell my story so that you don't repeat my mistakes. I'm 30 years old and I am nobody. My life started simply enough. I was the second child in a loving family. My parents believed I had some special talents. To be honest, I still think I'm just an ordinary person. In first grade, I could read 100 words per minute. I skipped second grade. After finishing ninth grade, I went to college. I studied there for 1 year, completed the remaining curriculum, and entered university at the age of 15 to study computer science. Then came several years student life. I wasn't interested in studying. I spent my time drinking vodka and playing computer games. At 17, I switched to part-time studies and started working as a programmer. At 18, I fell in love for the first time. But because I had lost interest in programming, I quit my job and moved to Poland. There, I worked and learned the language, but I had to leave my girlfriend behind. I'm not proud of that decision, and later it would come back to haunt me. At 21, I returned to Ukraine. At 22, I moved to the capital and got a job as a game tester. By the way, that same year I got back together with my girlfriend. For 3 years, I hadn't dated anyone else. I decided to give our relationship another chance. At 24, I married her. The COVID happened. At the same time, I became a programmer again, and since started going well. I earned good money. My future looked promising until 2022, the year the war began. Without a second of hesitation, I joined the armed forces of Ukraine. I was assigned to the infantry, where I spent 6 months. I took part in the defense of Kyiv and Avdiivka in 2022. Later, I transferred to another unit and took a rear echelon position. After everything I had experienced, I desperately wanted to leave. I feel guilty when I think about the brothers in arms who remained in the infantry and never came back. But I want to leave. From time to time, we still travel to combat zones, but I no longer carry out missions in the field with a rifle in my hands. In 2023, my relationship with my first wife completely fell apart. We divorced, but later I met the most amazing woman in the world. Today she is my wife. I had big plans, big ambitions, and I always dreamed of returning to programming. But now it's 2026. There is still no end to the war inside. So I made a painful decision to become an officer, to build my future in the military. The dreams I once had have been overshadowed by a long and seemingly endless war. In my free time, I tried writing music. In fact, the music you are hearing right now is my own, but eventually I decided to focus on making mobile games as a hobby. My business partner is a game designer. I handle all the programming in Unity. Still, I want to be more independent. I want to be able to create simple projects completely on my own, from start to finish. That's why drawing became my way to deal with stress. And maybe one day those skills will help me in game development. Also, the truth is I don't even know what tomorrow will bring. I regret living through these circumstances, and I regret some of the decisions I've made. But I found peace, and I have the best wife in the world. She is not only my wife, she is also my best friend. I exercise regularly. I read books whenever I have free time from service, and I keep trying to express myself through creativity. In The Last Samurai, Katsumoto said, "You can spend your entire life looking for the perfect blossom, and it will not be a wasted life. Maybe if I'm lucky enough to grow old, I'll listen to this story again someday. Maybe I'll even shed a tear. But I'll know one thing for certain. I did everything I could." Thank you for the listening.